Hello everyone. Hi. We're going to be processing some different types of meats here in the use of a Power XL vacuum sealer so that we can keep our meats for a much longer period of time in the freezer without them getting frostbitten and ruin the meat flavor, etc. So this is, again, we're going to just cut this open. We're going to bag it, which I've already prepared some bags. You can see right here, I just cut them off of the roll. This roll right here. Just cut the bags off, spread it out, cut the desired length. I suggest cutting a little bit longer than probably what you need, because if you have a bag that's too small, it ain't going to work out well for you. So let's go ahead and cut open into this. This is some ground beef, 88% ground beef at 12% fat level. And it is 4.85 pounds, so basically 5 pounds. But when I make beef and it says for a pound, I like to make sure that I round up a little bit. So there we go. 5 pounds, I'm going to say this is 2 chunks of 2 pounds each, basically. So we're going to go ahead and do this, take it out. It's already pretty split in half here. So we're going to go do this one here. And I'm going to show you how I like to do this. Since I cut this up nicely, almost in halves already, I'm just going to break it apart. And I'm going to do it in basically pound chunks. Even though it's a little over a pound, I like it that way. What I do is I'm going to squish that down for us. What happens here is when I put it in the freezer bag that I'm going to seal up and take the air out of, it's going to be kind of in a flatter form. And what happens is, when you put it in the freezer and it's time to defrost it and dethaw it, it dethaws much, much faster. And you're able to cook it and get it going way quicker. Always set aside some paper towels too. That way you can dry your hands off a little bit. And then you're going to go into your processing here. This bags have not sealed on either side. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take it up here and I'm going to seal it. You set it in here, shut it down, close the lid, and then I'm going to heat seal only. And this particular machine doesn't take too long to seal. Once it's sealed, that side's sealed. Remember, don't vacuum it before before at least one of the sides are sealed, or otherwise you're wasting your time. See, sealing's already done. Now I pop it back open. You can see a nice seal on there, folks. See that those 2 strip lines? That's a double seal. That's why I like this one. It's not just one single seal, it's a double seal. Okay, flat side, I like that to be up. When you're doing all that stuff, flat side up. You'll have a little more of a textured side. Keep that side down and keep that clear flat side up. Let's throw this hamburger right inside this sucker. Slide it in there as best you can. And there we go. Look at that. Now, that's nicely in there. See that? Boom. Both sides. Look at that. It's nice and flat. Take your towel you're using and kind of get the outside edges. Make sure the outside edges are dry, because you want it to seal good when you put it in here. Now we're going to go ahead and put this bag into the vacuum sealer. You just kind of line it up. You'll have little nodules and stuff that you line it up with. You put it in there. Then you close down the sealer, close it down, lock it in place, and then all you do, hands-free almost, you hit vacuum and seal. You hear the noise. That's it, vacuuming it out. Just like your floor vacuum, it's just vacuuming stuff out. But in this case, it's vacuuming air out of the bag. Boom. Now, when that stopped, that means it sealed it really good. Now what it's going to do is it's going to start sealing it, and when the sealing's done, it'll tell me. Now it's sealed. Boom. That's how quick that was. Look at that. Sealed on this side, sealed on that side, and you got a nice vacuum sealed hamburger meat. Now you want to go in. You're going to watch me run across the room here to go get a black marker because I forgot it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, where are they at? Where's my black permanent marker at? See? Always come prepared, right? Well, I wasn't, and I apologize. Ta-da! Here we go. Got a whole box. These are nice. These work really well in the bag. Sometimes I use those Sharpies, and they seem like they would dry up on the bags and wouldn't come out right. Get some of these suckers, the Pilot Premium Permanent Markers. These work really good. So, pull one out of here. Throw it out to the side. I'm going to date it. Today's date. Because this is the day I want to know that it went in. Today is March 11th, 2023. Boom. And obviously, you could put hamburger, 88% hamburger, whatever you want. Or you can just leave it alone because obviously you can tell what this is. But I'm going to go ahead and put 1 pound hamburger, 88%. Now you know the fat content in the sucker too for later. Because it could sit in your freezer for a year. Who knows, right? Okay, so that's one. One down. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause this here, folks, until I get to the other meat. I'm going to do this little hamburger real fast, and then I'll come back to you. Hold on one sec. Hello, I'm back. So, I had a little leak in one of my bags, so I had to double seal it on the other side because for whatever reason, one little section, because sometimes if you don't get it clear, the bag, it won't seal 100%. So every once in a while, you got to seal it twice just to make sure and try it. And then every once in a while, in a weird situation, you might poke a little hole in the side of the bag. So remember that. And what I got laying down here is a little bit meat wrapping paper. So basically, it's a waxy side and a paper side. So this is perfect wrapping paper for temporary storage in your freezer, not necessarily long-term storage. So next we're going to go on beef round eye steak. Something about eye steak a lot of people don't know. This is similar and close to where the ribeye is, but a lot cheaper per pound. This is only $4.18 a pound, whereas a ribeye can be $7.99, $9.99, $12.99, $14.99 and up a pound. This is the closest thing you're going to get tasting like a ribeye, but for a lot cheaper. Beef round eye steak. Remember that, beef round eye steak. This is USDA Choice Angus beef from our friends at Sam's Club. This is approximately 3.82 pounds, close to 4 pounds of little steaks. Okay, and I've got 1, 2, that's a little one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steaks in here, folks. You want to pay for this? Think about that. Think about how much somebody pays for 12 steaks. $15.97. My steak, one steak at a restaurant will cost $30, $40. This was $16 for 12 steaks. That's right, 12 steaks. Can't beat that, folks. Remember, dry your hands. Dry your work areas. Let's get this set up. Okay, I'm ready. Time to seal one end of this. This one I didn't cut very straight. So I'm going to make sure I cut this a little bit better. Nice and straight. You can excess some of this off just to make sure you got a straighter cut. It actually beneficial for the vacuuming process so you ain't like getting an edge that isn't more straight. That's pretty good. So now I'm going to throw this in here to seal up this side. And this particular sealer, honestly, seals pretty quick compared to most. Sometimes, I don't know if they allow it or think, who cares if they say I could do it or not, right? But anyway, sometimes what I'll do is I want to make sure it's a good seal. When after it seals once and it goes off for me to open it, I'll just hit seal one more time. That gives it double heat, and it ensures that double seal even more for me. I like it. And like I said, this seals quick. It's already over. I sealed this 2 different times, and the time's already done. Now, look at that. Nice and hot. It's even warm. Now we're going to put the meat in here. This one, I think I'm going to do 4 steaks at a time. There's only 3 of us in my household now, my son, my wife, and I. So I think 4 steaks is more than enough for us. And if I have other family, my other daughter, my other 2 daughters come over and their grandkids, I'll open up 2, 3, 4 packs. We'll see. This depends. But for now, this is all I'm doing. Let's go. Oh, sometimes I like to spread them out. Just sometimes when they're flattened out, it's easier to store in your freezer. So let's do this. And again, I use a lot of excess. Look at that excess. It's just to make sure I had enough room, because sometimes you don't know. I like to cut my bags ahead of time sometimes. It just helps out. Pre-prep before you do it. Okay, vacuum and seal time. Here we go. Sometimes I'll adjust it a little bit, hold it up, just to make sure I can see that. You can see it tightening. I don't know if you can see that, but it's tightening around it. Look at that. That's how quick it takes. I've used some of these things, and it'll be like, swear to God, it's like 60 seconds to just vacuum out the stuff and then seal it. Mine's already done. But because they're fixed, I'm going to double seal it. One more seal. And like I said, this particular model is quick. So I'm winding here down. I got a bunch more to do. I don't want to waste any more of your guys' precious time. We got lives and jobs and families to take care of. So I'm going to let you guys go, and God bless, and take care. Bye now.